Hey everybody, it's Matt and Dyan. Welcome back to OK Aussie. It is Sunday afternoon, Sunday the 9th of November, 5:55 p.m. and Dyan's not feeling all that crash at the moment. We're going to work out what's going on. We're going to see what she actually needs. Anti-nausea very quickly. On Densitron. Okay. I was just helping her with a bit of a massage. She was having a lot of pain, and now I feel that we're going into a seizure.
I don't feel good.
You don't feel good, do you, Bubba? It's okay. We are going to get things sorted out very quickly for you. Putting pulse oximeter on so that we can get some data and see where she is at. Sweetie looks like she's going into a focal seizure. Yes, sweetie. Coming off a little bit just there. Oxygen stats are 93, heart rate is 74. Let's bring up our device. Hey Google, set timer 10 minutes.
Sure, 10 minutes, and we're starting now.
Now will be a good time to start. Okay, so we're only at 37 degrees. So we're below febrile, which is 37.5 for Dyan, so that's a good thing. She's been very hot every single day, except for this morning onwards, which is nice. We've been on top of things. Yeah, a bit of vocalised ticking, hey? What's happening here? Okay, we're going to try a different position to do all this, are we? We will accommodate and work with you. Now I'm just mindful of that bar work that's to the left of your head. I don't want you suddenly going into a seizure and hitting yourself. Oh, Bubba.
Oh my gosh.
You're okay, are you? You don't look it to me in any shape or form. Can you track your eyes this way? Can you track your eyes? No eye tracking at all. Blepharism has obviously taken over the eyes and their ability for them to do anything. It is 5:56 p.m.
Ow!
It's alright.
I'm tired.
You're tired all of a sudden, are you? Okay, audible alarms are on. Oxygen stats are 93, heart rate is 59. Blood pressure has just been done. It's 101/62 and a pulse of 60.
Take it off.
Right. Oxygen stats still remain very low, 93%.
No.
Okay, ma'am, lots of sounds and things. So, at the moment, you feel sick, the noise will kick in. 93, 94, 66 for heart rate. Let's get some other medication into you.
My brain.
Your brain.
My brain.
What's your brain doing? Okay, ma'am, we're just going to give you some CBD just down the side of your throat. Okay, I can just stay in there. CBD THC 10.5 mils. Applied 5:58.
My brain's spinning.
Your brain's spinning, is it? Right. Clonazepam on standby. Midazolam on standby.
No.
See what we're going to be doing. We're going to try and avoid if we can. So we've got a clenched right hand, so some focalized dystonia. Left hand seems mobile. She was complaining of neck pain just before this commenced, hence why we're in this position. So I was actually just applying some traction around the neck pain related issue and helping to alleviate the muscle tensions in the trapezius. And yet, so we're getting some vocalization, which is vocal tics. There's some neck tilt, so axial tilt dystonia. What's happening, sweetie? What's...
My neck's pain.
Your neck is in pain, is it? Soft cervical collar, in case we need. Oh, boo-boo, what is going on for you today? Okay, feet, no problems. Hands seem relaxed. Let's see if we can get her around into a different postural position, which is a bit more safer in case we go into any rolls with seizures. Hey, darling, I'm just going to try and move you. How does that sound?
How?
I don't know how yet. Do you feel like you can move it all yourself? You're going to sit upwards. Okay. No, don't be. Life's a bit of a challenge at times. Okay. Right. Better than it was. I'm not worried about going fully up on top of the bed. Oxygen says 96, heart rate's 56, 6:01 p.m. You're feeling cold, are you? Plus this blankie over your legs, okay?
No, my medicine's not working.
Right, angina. 602, nitrolingual spray. Single dose GTN 602. Hey Google, set timer, 5 minutes.
Second timer for 5 minutes. Starting now.
Right, checking medications that you've taken today.
I don't know.
Okay, so you didn't take your Panadol for lunch.
Yeah,
You haven't had the Valium.
I didn't have
And you haven't had
fever.
the fluconazole. What's fine. Oxygen stats are 96. Heart rate is 61.
Why am I frozen?
It's a very, very good question. I'd like to know the answer of that too.
My legs are going tight.
Your legs are going tight. Alright, so just behind the gluteus. Sorry, I'll pull.
Oh,
Yes, they are actually going tight.
my
Generalized dystonia. Left hand side focal. Engagement on gluteus medius. Now, ideally, I need to give you some clonazepam.
No.
Alright, we're going to hold, but that's my recommendation at the moment. Is what you actually need. It's 96%.
No.
Oxygen, heart rate is 69. We'll check your heart in 3 minutes, see how that's going. 6:04 p.m. Can you wriggle your toes? Dyan, can you wriggle your toes? Dyan's going into seizure at the moment, 6:04. Blepharospasm in the right eye, fully closed, left eye's at the half mast. We'll get some oromandibular activity, slight tilt. So here you've got oromandibular fluctuations of the muscles, that's affecting the muscles of the eye frame. Just checking left sternocleidomastoid, left carotid. First 10-minute timer with the commencement is now coming up, so we use Google Home Automation for the timers. Hey Google, stop. That was the timer when things commenced, so we've started to go into tonic-clonic seizures at the moment. Recommendation is to actually have midazolam at this point, but we'll hold. Oxygen stats on 95, heart rate is on 71. So oromandibular activity, this is where the blepharospasm and oromandibular is all part of segmented cranial dystonia that Dyan's actually experiencing at the moment. Okay, sweet pea. Is your chest pain feeling okay? Okay, indications of nod is yes. We still have 1 minute 52 left on that timer. There's a 5-minute gap between the GTN sprays before second client. I'll follow up again in 2 minutes. Heart rate seems okay, 96. Oxygen stats are 96 for oxygen. Heart rate is 62, 63. Oh, bubba. It's 6:06 p.m. Now, room temperature is 24.5, so it's a little bit warmer than I'd actually like it. So let's actually bring that up and to make it cooler.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's a oxygen crash. Alerts, we're below 90 threshold, so we're currently at 89% oxygen saturation. Sweetie, my recommendation is to have some medications. Oxygen concentrate applied, 6:07 p.m. Level 2 throughput. We've had a couple of oxygen dives. We're just trying to sustain it with oxygen concentration. So syncope is also coming into play. Not getting enough oxygen flow to the brain. Making sure cannula line's not too tight. Making some cannula. Cannula line's fine. Hey Google, stop. Dyan, do you have any chest pain?
Yeah.
Confirmation, no chest pain, no further GTN spray required. Oxygen stats are 93, that's under a level 2 concentrator. Heart rate is at 60. Dyan, can you move your body? Sweetie, can you wriggle, move your body? Not responding to command, not able to move the body in any shape. No dystonia in lower limb. Release of left leg dystonia between hamstring to gluteus. So dystonia in those lower limbs has reduced. Not yet, sweet pea. You got a bad headache, have you?
My neck. My neck.
Oxygen stat. Increasing oxygen throughput to level 3. Well, that was the alarms for oxygen below 90% threshold, even with an oxygen concentrator. She's currently at 92% oxygen saturation on level 3 throughput. It is currently 609. Heart rate is reducing. It's 58, 57. Your neck is an indication of pain. You've also had some head pain. Has the head pain reduced, sweet pain?
Neck digging in my head.
I'm not applying a soft cervical collar at the moment while we're doing this because it will impair also breathing. Dyan's already got a deviated septum, right side 25% throughput only. It doesn't help things in this case. She is obviously hypermobile and can dislocate sublux very easily. Has dystonia currently going as well and is running through seizures. Oxygen stats are at 94% saturation on level 3 throughput. Heart rate is 67, 6:09 p.m. 26 degrees outside. We're just cooling the room now just to try and bring it down below that 24 degree mark. So we're monitoring that as we go. As we further seizures are going, we're about to apply midazolam. 93% oxygen saturation.
Yeah.
Tonic seizure again, 610. We've got the full shape that's happening through the body, arch and the upper torso. Contraction, protuberance of the hands, head.
No.
610 midazolam, 5 milligrams per mil applied. Further seizures occurring at the moment. Hey Google, set timer, 10 minutes. 10-minute countdown time for midazolam.
10 minutes. Starting now.
Left foot in turn, we have tension behind left gluteus and hamstring muscle. Oxygen stats at 97%, we're on level 3 throughput for oxygen concentrator. Syncope, 611. Oxygen stats at 93%, heart rate is 64. Aspiration.
What happened with that?
It's okay.
What was that?
Okay, you're doing okay. Got 9 minutes left in the countdown. The 10-minute countdown timer should indicate that the midazolam will kick in and stop the seizures. Another additional seizure occurring right now, 6:12 p.m. So application of the midazolam was after a 10-minute pause while watching the seizures build, and application of an ASM, anti-seizure medication, has now been applied. That medication should normally take about 10 minutes to correct. I haven't been able to give her a clonazepam. We're cautious about the medications that we're applying PRN at the moment for ASMs, and the clonazepam is used as a muscle relaxant, commonly used with the dystonia tremors, but it can also reduce the CSM, and with that we can have further oxygen saturation drops or heart rate. She's already brachycardic. You've had some midazolam, so it's going to taste pretty yucky. I'm so sorry. You got cat fur. Those cats are everywhere, girl. You're doing so super well. Hypersalivation is quite common with the condition. Dyan does have a genetic chromosomal condition called 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. She has a microdeletion on the long arm, the 22nd chromosome, missing 30 to 50 genes, 3 million DNA building blocks, and subsequently clinically anywhere up to 185 clinical symptoms. 65% of patients with 22q will have seizure and seizure-like conditions. About 8.3 will have epilepsy. The threshold for seizures is significantly lowered in this cohort of patients because some of those genes in that microdeletion are very specifically related to seizure and seizure behaviours. Dyan also has autism, ADHD, OCD, Tourette's, and a whole range of other conditions going on. You're doing really, really well. I'm right here. Just monitoring the stats. We have audible alarms set for certain thresholds for met status, and they'll give me indications if there's concerns that I need to look at other heart. We started off with severe strong heart pain. Dyan is on potassium, which will help arrhythmia as an increase, and quite commonly there's an electrolyte imbalance with patients with 22q, either affecting magnesium, calcium, or potassium levels. You're doing super duper well. Talking about the high calcium, she has a hypocalcemia build-up, and in the brain that actually forms bilateral calcification of the basal ganglia. That's known as Farr's disease. We have a movement disorder, and that same condition causes a mismatch of the messaging and the signaling and causes dystonic posturing, weird movements that are uncontrollable. A lot of the things that Dyan has neurocognitively is out of her control, unfortunately. It's her body just doing what it needs to do because of 22q. So she has no control over the Tourette's vocal or physical motion. She has no control over the seizures. She has no control over the dystonic posturing or the ticking. And orthostatic intolerance is also part of this, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, that's affecting the oxygenation and obviously the blood flow. You okay for your swallowing at the moment before you roll back over? Are you with me? You got cat food. Those bloody cats. Current time is 6:15. We have one countdown timer on 5 minutes and 43 remaining. Oxygen stats are 97. I'm just reducing to a level 2 throughput on the oxygen concentrator. Seeing if we can sustain above 95% by ourselves. Just checking adjustment. Settings of the cannula are fine. You're doing super well, darling. You're doing really, really well. Heart rate is increasing, 72 and rising. You got a funny taste or extra saliva?
Yeah, my mouth.
Okay, we'll worry about that afterwards, see if you can get it out with your tongue. 5 minutes remaining on the countdown timer. Hey sweetie, what day is it? Sunday, good girl. Has your chest pain now subsided? You don't like the smell? Okay. I need to leave it in there for the moment because your oxygen levels are not stabilised. I'm so sorry. So with autism you can have an oversensory processing, and with that the smell at my olfactory senses are a little bit hypersensitive, and the smell of the oxygen coming through. Now it's the tubing. I get it. It's okay. I get it. But for the moment, these are your tubes, and they're cleaned, and they operate.
Smell like
Yeah, this is a reminder. Well, we're not in hospital, we're at home, and I've got you. Right? Keeping you safe, keeping an eye on you. You're doing really, really well. Oxygen stats are 97%, heart rate is 69, so a little bit elevated for what I want. Normally Dyan's resting pulse in a supine position and totally flat would be around about 50 to 55 beats. So we're actually a little bit elevated at the moment, so I'm waiting for heart rate to come down. You're shivering a little bit. Do you feel cold?
Yeah.
Can you wriggle your toes for me, please? Sweet pea, can you wriggle your toes? Okay, that's okay. We've probably got Todd's paresis. That will resolve by itself. Okay, that's the deal. Can you feel my fingers down your leg?
Yes.
And on this leg?
Yes.
Okay, can you feel them on your thigh?
Yeah.
And can you feel them on your thigh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's just a quick little look. So
Cold.
sorry. I'm going to do something in a moment.
Cold.
Extremities are cold to touch.
My feet are
No
cold.
Babinski reaction on left, very mild Babinski on right. I'm going to put a blanket over you.
Shake my legs to make them work.
Very mild edema, pitting.
Why are they not working?
Because for you, madam, about 10% of tonic-clonic seizures will include in a Todd's paralysis. It is a temporary paresis that occurs. It's bilateral, so it's affecting both sides of your body at the moment. It's lower limb, but you won't be able to move for the moment. Now, can you wriggle your hands for me? Right, that hand can move. Left hand, can you just wriggle your fingers? Perfect. So Todd's paresis can affect upper limbs as well, but in this case it's not. Fantastic. And that paralysis will actually return progressively, like an iceberg melting. Could last for half an hour, could last for 16 hours. We have no idea. But in about 10% of tonic-clonic seizures for Dyan, they do end up in this Todd's paralysis. It's happened so many times, I get used to it. For Dyan every time, it's very unnerving when you lose control of your body, control of your limbs. I can see you're shivering.
Am I cold?
Alright, I'm just going to turn the air conditioner off. Room temperature has come down a little bit too fast, 22.8, so we're just going to bring it back to a neutral thing. So we want to try and bring around 23.5 ideally. Febrile, being overwarm, is a common causation of seizures for patients with 22q. Dyan is still having seizure activity, however, at the moment, and I can see segmented cranial dystonia is still going on. So it should pass at 6:20. Countdown time's got about a minute left on it, and that should be the end of the tonic-clonic seizures, hopefully in time frame. But the dystonia, we might need to give you some medication for that. I'm going to try and pause if I can, but it's going to depend on whether I make a determination whether it's affecting vital systems. If it's affecting your ability to breathe, affecting your ability to swallow and causing you to asphyxiate, or if it's going to cause you to have avulsions, muscle tendon pulls or tears, then I'll have to apply that, okay?
My butt's shaking.
Your butt is shaking. So the butt shimmering approach in the gluteus quite commonly is the start of seizures and also the end point of the seizures, just in the gluteus maximus range. Yeah, it's like a little quivering that occurs. What do you need, sorry? You're thirsty, okay. Let's get you some electrolytes. Let's actually bring the head of things up just to help with your ability.
I can't move my legs though.
That's okay, I get that. Hey Google.
Oh, my neck, my neck, my neck.
Okay, well I've got difficulties doing this, so let's just do it with me. I want to slow baby.
It's not coming out.
Okay, I'm going to check. I'm going.
No, it won't work. It's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it here. No.
Oh, but don't move your head at the time when I'm about to pour water in your twit. I'm going to bless you with water.
That would be me.
Well, that would be you, not me.
Did you get me?
Oh, I wish I could get you. You need a good dousing of
I
water.
want my electrolytes.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to meet you halfway. We're going.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're silly. You do the weirdest thing.
Oh, I know. I improvise.
You're bossy.
Bossy. There we go.
Why is there a taste in my mouth?
That would be the midazolam, sweetie, that you had to stop you from having seizures. Yes. Culturally, Dyan is back on board, able to argue with me. That's a good sign. I'm happy to have that. But the 10-minute countdown timer stop. That's the time frame. I can't hear you if you don't talk. We want the oxygen off.
Is it safe?
Let me just see if it drops. So Nice deep breaths from your lower lung. Okay, sustain 97%. Heart rate is 57.
Yay.
Yay. It's currently 6:23 p.m. No, you have not failed, you duffer. You've actually had a good break of a few days without having major seizures, and we're very thankful for that, considering what your body is under every single day. And every single day I wake up and...
last week.
Sorry?
It's all the medicine last week.
Yes, exactly. You had over 6 days of high intensity bowel medications, industrial strength. It's totally thrown your bowels, your body, your electrolyte, and caused you to have more fatigue and more pain.
What's wrong with this lip?
So you're going to probably have you bitten your lip? We'll have a look in a moment with the torch. I don't think you've done that, but it may be numb. You may have lost some sensation in there.
Okay.
Have your toes starting to move at all for me? Not yet?
Yeah, big toes.
Big toes on both feet?
Toes.
Great. 6:24.
Better on this one.
Can you just show me? Okay. So the minutest of movements, but hey, I'm happy for that. That means things are coming back online. All right. In the next 15 and a half hour, that'll be a lot better for you. Okay. Deal. Oxygen saturation rate at 97%. Heart rate's at 57. It's currently 6:26. Room temperature is now exactly spot on at 23.5, where we want it. I'm going to actually put the neck brace on you very shortly.
I don't want it.
You don't want it? Well, I think your neck needs it. Your neck is very sensitive. John's got CCI, craniocervical instability, impingement in the C6, C7 region. Yep. Well, I'm going to have to get you down to get some CT scans done in the next couple of days. We've actually got about 7 different MRIs and scans and ultrasounds that need to be scheduled in. So we're going to try and get to a couple of them this week. Just sit quietly while I just take your blood pressure, please. Quiet means you don't talk. It's actually in the word quiet. Remember the shush that you do to me? That's it. Shh. So, don't need to stress about it. You need them. We need to actually have visual information to be able to see the deterioration from the last scans, and for the neuro-orthopedic surgeons to be able to have a look at. CCIA is actually quite commonly found with patients with Ehlers-Danlos, hypermobility condition. Also seen quite a lot in patients with 22q, particularly because with patients with 22q there's a lot of midline deformities that haven't formed correctly. So for example, for Dyan, she has a high palate. Quite commonly, about 60 to 65% of patients will have a high palate or cleft lip, cleft palate. She's also got a deviated septum, so again, midline. That deviated septum actually impairs the ability to flow oxygen, and she is a nose breather. So that doesn't help things when you're actually reducing by 75% the oxygen that you can get on one side of the nose. Along that side, she also has quite significant scoliosis, and with that, multiple impingements of the spine along the way. 106/73, heart rate is 57 in the latest reading. Good stretch.
I can't turn my neck that way because it's on this side. The scan's going to show you something bad.
Okay, let's see how that goes. That's just going to obviously reduce some of the motion that you might have. It's a little bit loose. I don't want it too tight. I can adjust it later. But while you're still coming down from what you've got, you don't need to tilt to look at me. Look straight ahead. That's why I'm trying to protect your neck. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
too stupid.
No, you're just too autistic, and that's simple. The problem with this, trying
There's
to take on
cat
board
fur everywhere.
executive functioning, auditory processing, trying to take instructions and directions at a time like this, when your brain starts being offline.
Shoulder.
What shoulder? Right.
Is there something wrong with it? It feels wrong.
Dyan's had a full right anterior dislocation of the glenohumeral joint, which unfortunately when it was tried to be put back in by ED doctors,
I broke it.
they created a Hillman sac injury, breaking the outside of the ball and socket joint, so that part of the cup actually has been broken off, so it has actually increased the amount of hypermobility and popping. Okay.
It's not. It's
We
not
don't
in.
have it in proper,
It's
so
not in. It's not in.
don't stress. Good go.
Is it clear?
Yep, it would have been a click.
Ah.
Okay, so we've got 2 points behind. Clavicle coming into scapula, coming into shoulder. Sadly,
Ooh.
seizures, along with dystonia, can actually cause, for people with hypermobility.
That's burning. That's burning.
I bet it is. I'm so sorry, but I'm just trying to ease off what those muscles are doing, which are right behind the scapular midline.
That feels a bit better.
It feels a bit better. I like a bit better.
Yeah. I think you could have big.
I've got a good clunk in there. All right, we're going to rest it. I'm not going to over push it at the moment. We'll still be a bit tender, we'll still be a bit sore. Now, I need to have a quick look inside your mouth. Those yawns mean the end of the seizure sets. So we always look for the yawns for Dyan. Big open of your mouth for me, darling. Okay, try again. Bit swollen here. Can you feel my fingers?
Yeah.
Can you feel my fingers equally on this side? So do you feel fingers equally on both sides?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just a little bit swollen on the left lower bottom lip. No internal signs of bite. Biting down in seizures probably only occurs about 35% of the time for seizure patients. So it's not a common indicator that, hey, you've had a seizure. Times obviously had multiple seizures then.
Old one back there.
You do. I can see the old ulcer, which is quite sore from biting down. Oxygen sats at 98%. Heart rate is stable at 62. Another one of the major yawns. It is over. High five. Just gentle with a high five. Wriggle your toes. Okay, we've got better range of motion in the dorsiflexion. More so on the right than on the left. Left is still a little bit more impaired, so it's not exactly equal bilaterally at the moment.
I'm so tired now.
That's okay. Tired is an okay thing to have. It's currently 6:31 p.m.
No.
It is Sunday, 9th of November.
Where did the day go?
Where did the day go? Where did the day go? How have you felt today? Let's have a little bit of an update, catch up and see where things are at for you. You're not going to be able to lift your legs quite yet, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I need to. It feels so annoying.
I get that, but you're not going to be able to have full range of motion quite yet, sweetie. Sorry, but that's how it
Where's
works.
my cushion?
For your neck?
Yeah. Why do you keep getting bleach on your tops, you naughty?
I don't know. Or it's probably the same top and you keep seeing the same top and you keep saying the same thing.
Maybe.
Maybe it is. Right, you had some chest pain, angina. Has that now resolved for you?
Yes.
With that, you had some nitrolingual spray.
It
It
was
self-resolved itself in
Pain
3 minutes.
And pressure.
Pressure and chest pain. Okay. After
In
the seizure?
My neck.
Mm-hmm.
The pain was shooting and stabbing so much. I feel like
Okay.
my
Shooting,
neck bone's
stabbing, pain.
stabbing my brain.
Okay, don't rotate your neck to see me. Just try and look straight up at a point in front of you. I want you to try and keep your neck in a line, and we will tighten your neck brace to give you some more stability further.
It's not doing anything. I can do this.
Okay, well, I'm going to put it on tighter for you because you're doing that. 1, 2, 5. Okay. You have so much hair, it's ridiculous.
That's what everyone told me my whole life.
Okay, feel good? Tight?
I don't care.
Feel tight?
Yeah.
Okay, coming down. Okay, all right. So, we've had some aggravated CCI during this exercise. CCI, cranial cervical instability, right hand side pain, normally around about C6, C7. Supported at the moment with the neck. We can actually apply some ice, but until I see the conclusion of everything, I don't want to put ice on because that can aggravate the dystonia and can aggravate the Tourette's. A bit of vocalization and motor tics recurring just beforehand as well in post. That's quite common, mixed bag of neurology. I felt that you started off with focal seizures. Did you have awareness during the seizures?
Yeah.
It looked like you were having focal seizures first, slight axial tilt, oculus lock, your eyes were locked into a set location. I felt that you could understand me, but there was no way you can obviously communicate. So, twilighting, okay.
I was there, but I don't really understand anything.
Okay, no problems at all. Makes sense. The initial indicators were the nausea, so you had intense, quick onset nausea, and the ondansetron 4 milligrams sublingual was used to help that.
I should have.
Well, that would have been nice if you said earlier, but that's okay. You're autistic and you have problems with interoception to know your internal states.
I got lined up for the neck massage.
Mm-hmm.
I started to feel sick and I didn't want to interrupt that process. I thought I'd taken nausea after.
Okay, no worries.
And it all happened quick.
Right. So my indications were you had some neck pain, and we're trying to deal that with obviously the massage across the bed. We had you obviously with some traction and some gentle massage, and there's a lot of tension around the trapezius, the deltoids, particularly the sternocleidomastoid. There was a lot of tension that was starting to ease off, but it was during that massage that you, and it was very short duration. It was less than 5 minutes. And it was really nothing more than pressure pointing. I hadn't even started to do any real traction activities that you were going offline. You then felt the nausea ramping up. We applied obviously the ondansetron, but you're offline. We did a few minutes. We literally did nothing more than a couple of pressure points either side. There was no traction even started at that point in time. So you went pretty quickly.
So we didn't achieve anything.
No, we didn't get to really achieve anything during that. But you started to become very spacey, offline. You had the focalized seizures, and then you obviously come around. You've done some multiple tonic-clonic seizures. You had some syncope in between and some dystonia.
I was researching. I'm busy.
You're busy. I'm sorry to interrupt your researching.
No, we were researching.
I know, right? So we were quite relaxed and chilled. Dyan hasn't really done anything active today, so it has been a resting day. Remember, this video was used for part of it for the clinical team. Yeah, short videos, but they were me doing the research, me setting up, Dyan doing the acting, and they were very short 15-second videos. But that was the only activity for Dyan for the entire day. No shower even, so she's had a resting day. And look, after having new staff for the last couple of weeks, it does take a lot out of you when you're bringing on disability stuff. You were. So with the post-exertional malaise, the fatigue has been quite high.
And the planes.
Yes, we're watching some planes from Melbourne Airport HD. Very, very cool.
I'm so.
What was your favourite? 737? 777?
The pink plane?
The pink plane. Need I say more? It's actually not about the plane, it's actually about the colour of the plane. Was that Garuda Airlines by any chance? Or was it, I think it was one of the Asian airlines actually.
It was one of the Asian airlines.
Right.
And
she's a plane spotter.
Big one, and it even had the good wheels. Not the best wheels, but not the worst.
I use these little conversations to also see how much recollection, her communication, is there any post seizure aphasia, difficulties with word finding, stuttering or slurring. Also recall, did she remember what we were doing just beforehand? So I'm also trying to track back. So I asked these questions actually for a reason. No, you're actually doing very well with recall. It was really only just as we're doing the massage and about to start the traction, that's when you went offline then. and I think it was like literally focal seizure. I'll look back at the 73 camera. We also have a camera that's always monitoring Dyan 24/7. We can actually see the onset. That's probably about the 4th of the major yawns, so the body's relaxing really well. So I'm happy that you're relaxing. That's a good sign. The orthostatic intolerance has really been flapping the heart rate, and it's been amplified, exacerbated during these events. You've got to understand that dystonia, first of all, it's actually affecting major cramps. It's actually holding muscles in contractions, and those muscles can also include the intercostal, the abdominal muscles, the diaphragm, heart and cardiac and chest.
I had them in the stomach this morning.
Okay.
Sorry, midday.
Yep.
And I was just starting to get in my mid back.
Okay.
Which I was doing that just before the massage.
Okay, you should have also probably said
that. No,
I like it when she said that. I should have probably told you. That would be nice.
No, but I did actually assume that with the protocol of bowel this week, even though it's finished now and I'm in recovery, I thought it was just pain from that.
Now, with Dyan seizures, there's some very clear indicators that we can help to predict when seizures are going to occur, or their intensity or frequency. And a lot of those comes down to running fevers. For the last 2.5 months straight, she has had daily 38 degree and above temperatures, 38.5 yesterday.
UTI's going to come back.
And we're trying to obviously manage it. We're fingers across that UTI doesn't, because we're now on the inner health bowel medications and also antifungal medications to counter that.
But if it does, the doctor's actually back soon.
He's back very soon from his holiday. He's got a lot to catch up on, hasn't he?
By the time he gets back, the infection, if it comes back, will line up.
Now, as I was saying, having high temperatures, being febrile, is a common trigger into seizures. Having infections is a common trigger into seizures.
Oh, I didn't
and
sleep
the bowel.
last night,
Okay, so the
I'm
sleep.
going off melatonin to protect my heart.
Yeah, so latest research actually shows long-term utilisation of melatonin, unfortunately, also has some cardiac implications. Now, for a patient like Dyan, where the #1 cause of fatality or death for 22q will be cardiac related as a general rule, and we already know there's multiple cardiac things going on, we're trying to remove some of those impacts and risk factors, common sense. But for a person like Dyan, not only just with the autism, but 22q itself specifically, actually impairs sleep quality, ability to go to sleep with sleep initiation, and sleep duration. And with that, when you stuff up your sleep, it has a knock-on effect for causing... Absolutely. Your hand's on a bit of a funny angle. Everything else is feeling okay in your fingers and your joints? You indicated that you had quite a severe headache just towards the end of the seizures. They are normally an indicator to me that the seizures also concluding. They last for a couple of minutes.
Different spot.
Like, where was it located this time? That's what I wanted to ask you.
It felt like something in my neck.
Okay.
Was like poking inside to my brain.
Right. I'm highly going to recommend to you some gabapentin. So that is a nerve-based pain medication. You need to make some choices on that. Ice may be able to help you with the inflammation. I can't give you any more. I can't give you any more ibuprofen NSAIDs because they'll cause you to have more gut, but also dislocations. We have to pace the ibuprofen once every 3 days tops.
I've had one recently.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to do ice because I'll just tick.
You will tick. So gabapentin is the option that you have. The yawns, conclusion of the seizures. The dystonia seems to have also subsided, so I'm happy with that.
Is
Feet.
anyone else out there as, if you tick or have Tourette's, does a nice pack on the back of your neck
cause you
to get worse? Because I do.
So Don's question is quite simple. If you do have Tourette's or a ticking disorder, does sensations like ice, particularly in the back of the neck, does that cause you to then tick? Even more so, does it exacerbate your symptoms, or does it bring them on? So for some patients that actually can do that, unfortunately. So for sure. I was asking you about your feet. Now, I was saying the Todd's paresis.
They feel heavy.
It is an indicator that you've got a epileptic type condition. It's only seen Todd's paresis generally in epilepsy. Dyan has got very deep brain orientations of issues with 22q, so it's not actually surface level orientation, it's actually deep brain. You're able to move your legs, I can see that at the moment, so I'm keeping an eye on those movements in a mermaid way. So you're moving from the legs but not so much the feet. That Todd's paresis is short duration. Luckily it doesn't last forever, but we've had some times where it's lasted up to 16 hours. The worst case scenario is when it's affected both legs and upper limbs and there's no movement to
everything was
frustrating.
before medicine. Before medicine,
Yeah.
I would throw up. Before
Absolutely.
medicine, I could
Your seizure medications have been a
up
godsend.
to 24 hours.
They're not 100% perfect because we also can't always hit therapeutic levels, but they help you massively to
Remember,
manage.
we used to have to use the hoist
And
before medicine.
I know, absolutely. We do actually have an answer, hoist and sling for times like this. If she is paralysed, where I need to transfer her into a wheelchair,
fun.
toilet,
I
bed,
get
whatever
swung
else.
around. It's fun. It makes me laugh.
You do love swinging.
And you and my carers think I'm weird, but I think it's funny.
She actually does have a swing on the back patio for that very reason as well. Guys, we really appreciate you hanging around.
Swinging is the best. And
It's a great sensory thing, isn't it?
adults don't twist that.
Exactly. Don't knock it until you've tried
Okay,
it.
swinging on a swing is the best thing you can ever do in your life.
Now, there's a couple of other little questions before I wrap up. You did have some indications of the piloerections, those irregular goosebumps on your left flank.
Was it?
Once today. When we have
What
the
time?
piloerections, they're an indication that Dyan is going to have a
What?
seizure sometime that day. That's what happens so far.
Really?
That's the correlation
What
of data
time
always
today?
indicates within 24 hours and normally within about 4 to 6 hours of it actually occurring.
What time? Do you remember?
I think it was around lunchtime today.
Was it mid-morning?
Yeah, may have been just before lunchtime today.
Okay.
So that's an indication that we look for as well. They're more indications of autonomic style seizures.
Actually, you know when I only get them?
Mm.
In the hot weather.
Hot weather. We've seen them seasonally over 15, almost
Actually,
15 years of
seizure
things. Yeah.
season is coming up.
It is. Well, it's been 26 degrees outside, but the room has actually been quite warm. So you've got
That's it. What was
thermodysregulation.
it?
Diane really struggles with her body, and it's typically caused with the orthostatic intolerance.
I can't regulate.
She can't regulate hot and
Can't
cold.
cool down.
So
I
that
can't
doesn't help her
warm up.
when you've got a condition for seizures that's triggered actually by that as well.
I'm hot, I'm cold,
You are. So
I'm
we have
cold,
ice
I'm
packs,
hot.
we have an ice vest for her to wear, we have hot packs, we have a whole range of things.
It's just weird.
Yeah. Now guys, any of the information that you see in today's episode, as per
It's
usual,
really
is
just
purely
me.
specific to Dyan management
I'm
and
a
maintenance
rare.
for her rare condition. If you need help, please go and see your own primary care physician, GP or a specialist for diagnosis, treatment and management issues. We provide these videos for education, entertainment, advocacy to create awareness
It's not
around
entertainment,
multiple
it's
rare
my
conditions.
living
Your Tourette's is very
journal.
funny.
It's my
I think it's
living
very entertaining.
journal.
Maximus, what do you reckon?
I'm dyslexic, so why write a blog?
Max is licking my toes.
I
Stop that.
can
You
blog.
weirdo.
Oh,
Support cat's finally come in. The other one's been
Oh,
asleep through the whole thing. Willow in the tower over there. It is only 6:45 and, you know, come on Max, do your job, do your thing. Put some pressure in.
Such a good boy.
Where were you, buddy?
Oh,
No, sleeping on the job?
Thank you. Oh, I'm
Guys, big thumbs up
dizzy.
of encouragement. Please hype the channel. It actually helps us to be found in the algorithm, especially as we're such a small platform. We were wanting to be seen so we can create awareness and spread the word and have more conversations around multiple rare conditions. If you are in Australia, rarevoices.org.au is a great source and a great site to go towards to find out information about rare conditions. There are over 7,000 rare conditions. 250 new rare conditions are found each and every year. Unfortunately, only about 5% of rare conditions have got any treatment path and plan at the moment, and quite commonly it takes about 8 to 10 years to get diagnosis. Dyan was diagnosed with her genetic rare condition, one of them, only 2 years ago at 48 years of age.
Yes, and it also, I think it was at birth, but I've got terrible parents, but yes.
It was at birth because you are
Yeah.
born with it, and that's a great thing to actually indicate because your parents unfortunately
But they
didn't
did
take you
know.
towards healthcare.
But
They didn't know.
They did know that there was problems.
Oh, yeah.
We would have had a different name, but they would have been told. But
Yeah.
they didn't take to medical. So I'm saying, like, it's a weird story of mine because yes, I'm only diagnosed 2 years ago because of the advanced studies of DNA, but also they knew.
Absolutely. With 22q, some interesting facts. About 20 to 30% of people with 22q will be autistic. About 40 to 60% will have ADHD. If you have Tourette's, about 10% of those will have copulator and coprexia, but about 80% will have OCD, and Dyan's got the OCD side of things as well. Very interesting condition. A lot of information is available, particularly from centres of excellence, which can be found overseas, places like Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic. Unfortunately, in Australia, we have nothing like that. We don't have a centre of excellence. It does have an impact, and in fact, mean age is 41 years of age. Common cause of death is, unfortunately, Cardiac, and there are no longitudinal studies above 30 years of age because the data is not available. We haven't got the patients and been able to do that. You are a survivor. You've done incredibly well. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Please share our channel so other people can find out. We have a lot of people with 22q from all around the globe connected to our channel already.
I'm a professional advocate, and I am happy to do this.
Absolutely.
Advocacy work. I enjoy it. I love you all.
Well, it helps to create awareness, like I said, and it's helped other people on their journey to go and get genetic testing, to get diagnosis, to learn about absolutely early intervention options and treatment plans. So it's great to have those sort of conversations and see what it's like to be, whether it's a carer, a family, a person with a disability.
The support cat here is trying to say, no, I'm the best in this story.
Yeah.
So he's telling you guys, I'm a support cat.
This is Max,
I'm a VIP
the 1-year-old ragdoll kitten. Over there is his brother Willow, the 8-year-old ragdoll cat. He's proud of
himself for just giving me a cuddle. So cute.
He is actually very, very cute, and
Max,
you're doing a good
so
job.
Cute.
High five, big boy.
You are just a joy. You have brought so much joy to Willow, me, and your dad.
Exactly. You're very, very helpful. Animals really do make
support animals.
a
If you are
difference.
disabled and you don't have a support animal, please consider it. It is
and ragdoll cats are very good breed.
Beautiful.
Because they're very placid. They're a bit like the retrievers of the cat world, aren't they?
Yeah.
You like to go floppy. You like to lay over mum.
He's licking me.
I know.
You're licking me better.
Very great support. Right, guys.
Sandpaper.
The Century Park
and
kicks in.
It's wet.
Thanks so very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for all your comments, and we'll see you in another day. Bye for now.
Bye.